In today's Health Watch, you hear it all the time. Early detection is key when it comes to beating breast cancer.
If the data doesn't convince you, perhaps a Northeast Wisconsin woman's story will. Here's Local 5's Caitlin Corbett.
Family history plays a huge role when it comes to your risk for breast cancer. Thanks to Aurora BayCare Medical Center's high-risk breast cancer program, Stephanie Scrady is here to tell her story.
My mom called and said she needed a mammogram, and I didn't think much of it.
When Stephanie Scrady watched her mother be diagnosed with breast cancer last April, she didn't think she too would have the same fate.
Shocked. She had one aunt that had breast cancer, but the gene wasn't there. There was no other family history. So I was shocked and concerned for her, concerned for myself, concerned for my girls. It was honestly panic.
Scrady, a mother of 4, was already at a high risk due to dense breasts, but her mammograms had been clear. But Scrady's family history had now put her further into that high-risk category and into Aurora BayCare's high-risk breast cancer program.
If they're found to be moderate or high risk, we invite them to either be seen in our breast clinic or come to our multidisciplinary clinic where they can meet with us, the breast team, but also other people that would help manage their high risk, such as a genetic counselor, sometimes the medical oncology team if they're a candidate for risk-reducing medications.
Dr. Natalie Lumen is a breast surgeon with the Breast Center at Aurora BayCare. She and her team had Scrady coming in every 6 months for a mammogram and imaging. Scrady herself was diagnosed with early breast cancer.
She said, "I'm sorry, but it's breast cancer." She followed that with telling me that it was early. It was caught very early because of the previous imaging I had done. It wasn't there in April. And it was there in November, so they knew it was early and small, and that made my odds incredible.
Thanks to the high-risk program at Aurora BayCare, Scrady's cancer was caught at a crucial time.
Early detection is extremely important because it can drastically change the treatment that may be recommended. The earlier we can catch it, a lot of the times the less treatment you have to go through.
For treatment, Scrady first made a preventative decision, one she calls a mom decision, a double mastectomy, a surgical procedure in which both breasts are removed. Her youngest daughter had a liver transplant when she was just a baby. Now, the two share something.
I knew I wanted a double mastectomy, and I didn't want reconstruction because I didn't want to be away from my kids any more than I had to. I didn't want to be taken out of the game, so I declined reconstruction. And when I told my kids, my daughter looked at me and smiled and she goes, "Mom, now we're both gonna have really cool scars," and I love that. And that was all I needed.
Chemo and immunotherapy followed, but a few scars are nothing for this breast cancer survivor. Scrady's mother is back to full health, and with the help of Aurora BayCare's program, so is she. Back to her #1 priority, being a mom.
Truly, with an amazing team, it feels like you can accomplish anything. And they made this so much easier, not only for myself, but my husband and my kids. I have learned with our daughter to never be afraid to ask the questions, never be afraid to speak up, because it truly can save your life. And that's huge. Nobody knows you as well as you do.
Aurora BayCare is hosting the Empower Pink Breast Cancer Resource Fair, and it's happening Thursday, May 9th from 6 to 8 p.m. and is free to attend. If you'd like to learn more about the fair, just call the number on your screen. And that's your Health Watch. For Local 5 News, I'm Caitlin Corbett.